So, hey guys, Chauzu here. This is a freshly recorded video, so I made some changes to my upload plans, but I felt this was a pretty major and weird discovery, so I wanted to share it right away. But basically we're going to look how Luffy crew interacts with the captain swap. So we'll be pairing him up with Germa. And we're also going to be using some units to test around a bit. How does the captain swap actually work? How is it counted as in-game? But if we look at Germa, what his special does, if we think about the effects he places on the crew, he does an ore boost and he does a captain swap. Those are the two visible effects. And the visible effects are the things that Luffy crew look at when you use his special, because this is all about the fact that Luffy crew special can do two different things. And we look a bit at the wording here, since it's pretty important. And it says if crew has O or 1 beneficial effects. That's for the first effect. And the second effect is if you have 2 or more beneficial effects. So that's the difference. The first special, you get that variation if you have 0 or 1 beneficial effects. And the second variation you get if you have 2 or more beneficial effects. And of course the first effect is the one where you get attack boost, ore boost, color affinity, chain boost. And the second one is just extending all buffs by 1 turn and locking the orbs by 2 turns. See, I had a big mom because I realized that it's possible for us to test Captain Swap in 2 ways here. We're going to go to Garb Challenge Navy since it's pretty easy to test here. So yeah, in this first playthrough we're going to test how the game regards the Captain Swap. And I actually had no idea about this before we started testing. I'm not sure if you're aware, but the game has both beneficial effects and negative effects. And some effects we view as positive is regarded as negative by the game. Like chain lock, for example, that's a negative effect. Chain boundary is also negative. So those two you can actually use pretty easily together with Luffy crew. Like if you use Luffy crew special, you can use a chain lock after that, for example. So we're going to see how the game regards the captain swap. So we're going to start by using Germa. So as you see here, we'll get 2 visible buffs. We get the ore boost and the captain swap. So now we're going to start with using Shirahoshi and Manchuri. Remember her special lets you remove 10 turns of any 2 visible negative effects. So if captain swap is counted as a negative effect in game, we'll be able to remove it here. And if we can't remove it, then it should be a positive effect. And as you see, we can't remove it, so captain swap is positive, right? Well, let's find out. We'll use Big Mom special here. Also, I'm sure this has been done before, so it's not like I'm saying new things. I assume. I haven't looked it up. But, yeah. Most of us probably don't know, so this is just visual evidence for those watching. See, a Big Mom removes all beneficial effects. So Captain Swap should be removed here, but it's not. So what does this mean? Well, basically it means that Captain Swap is not a negative effect, and it's not a positive effect or beneficial effect. So that leaves the question, how does that affect Luffy crew? And yeah, the fact is that the reason I'm doing this video is because this all started from a potential bug discovery with Luffy crew, and after testing around with it, I feel pretty confident myself that this is indeed a bug. So I'll be reporting it as well after making this video. But yeah. So yeah, for this second take, we are going to showcase what happens if we use Germa special and then use Luffy crew special. I actually thought about doing that in the opposite order, but then I messed up the order of special, so yeah, it happens. But we'll check both variations. We'll start with using Germa crew first, then Luffy crew, and then we'll do Luffy crew first and then Germa. So yeah, I'm skipping ahead to stage 3 just because we wave cleared these mobs. So I want to avoid that. But I have tested this interaction on stage 2 as well, and it's the same there, just so you know. But yeah, basically, now we're going to be using the German Crew special here on stage 3. As you saw before, German Crew special does a ore boost and a captain swap. Those are the two visible effects. And we've proven now that ore boost is obviously a positive effect, and captain swap is neither a positive or negative effect. Let's call it a neutral effect, for lack of a better word. So what should happen here is that we should get Luffy Crew's real special. We should get all effects. We should get the attack boost, color affinity chain boost, because we only have one positive effect. But as you might guess, that's not what will happen. What happens instead is utterly bizarre. Like, take a look at this. This is crazy. I actually really like this special. It's really well invested, I must say. Yeah, I realized about here I didn't need to watch all that. But look what happened. This is bizarre. We got a second variant that extends buffs. So we extended the ore boost by 1 turn. We got a 2-turn ore block. But the captain swap remained at 3. So for some reason the captain swap counted as a beneficial effect somehow. But despite that, it did not get extended because, as we proved, it's not a positive effect. So yeah, that seems like a pretty bad oversight. Because like no matter what, there's some issue here. Like, the issue might be with the wording in the special, since it just mentions positive. Like, if it said like neutral buffs also account for this, then sure. But neutral buffs or neutral visible skills are not even mentioned. It just says 0 or 1 positive buffs. We had 0 or 1 positive buffs, but we didn't get that effect. And the only reason that could have happened is the captain swap. Some of you might think about a hunger, but as I said, I tried this on stage 2 as well. It was the same thing. Orbus got extended, not the captain swap. We got the second special when we should have got the first special. But yeah, for the final test here, we'll just do the opposite. We use Luffy Crew first, and then Germa. And remember, Luffy Crew's first special stops any positive buffs from being applied to the crew. So you shouldn't be able to add any positive stuff now. You can add chain locks, you can add chain boundaries, and you can add captain swaps, since we've established it's not a positive debuff. So yeah, this is an utterly bizarre interaction, and I can only guess that it's because captain swap is neither positive nor negative, which is something I didn't have any idea about less than an hour ago. Like, it's always fun to learn new things. To be honest, I had no idea captain swap was that weird. So as you see, it clearly states beneficial effects here. Like, at the minimum, they need to change the text of the special and mention like 0 or 1 normal or beneficial effects, something like that. If they just add normal there, then then it works. But I suspect this is just an interaction they didn't think about. But yeah, that's the video anyway. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.